right, here with Maury Class of 2024 defensive back, all-state first team on both sides of the ball this past year in 2 straight years as defensive back. Da'Vontae Floyd has made his commitment to play his college football in the ACC at Duke. All right, Da'Vontae, you've been going to be a 4-year starter for the Commodores. You just made your pledge to Duke to join your old Maury teammate Peyton Jones. Tell me about what it was about the Blue Devils that set them apart for you.
I like that I like how they did everything. Like everything they did was together. Whether it was going out to eat or like playing a board game or watching a movie, everything was together. Everything was a family. And they made me feel like it was home. So that's where the decision came from.
How much did it help knowing that Peyton's already down there and is probably giving you a good report about things, right?
So with Peyton being down there and me asking him questions and learning from him, obviously, it just made me realize that it was like a better place to be for me, especially for my future too.
What is it the staff likes about you as a defensive back? Because it feels like, okay, you don't have the gloss. You have good stats, but not the glossiest of stats. Or maybe you guys have more INTs, but it feels like you shut down people on the outside and you take pride in that.
Yes, sir. So the coaches like that I'm versatile and that I can play high and low, whether it's the nickel, free, or corner.
Okay. So they feel like you could play any spot in the secondary, which is a big deal for you.
Yes, sir.
Growing up, did you have some defensive backs that you kind of studied and you kind of emulated on the field as far as watching some tips and tricks, if you will? Or
right now, I like Derek Stingley.
Do you? What about Stingley you like?
I like he's fast and he's not the biggest guy, but he locks guys down.
How much being a part of this Maury program where you guys have gone to state championship the last couple of years, routinely winning regional championships and going deep into playoffs, has helped you? Because I know there's kind of a lot of receivers have come through here as far as guys like DeAndre Lambert, going back to those days when you were probably either an 8th grader or 9th grader, if you will.
Yes, sir.
How much has that helped you as far as your development?
Well, obviously he's played a big role in this, and he's influenced a lot of guys. And he also teaches a lot of guys. We learn from him. We look up to him. And guys like Peyton too. So that's how.
As far as the recruiting process, was it easy, stressful for you? Are you glad it's over? And who else was in the picture besides you?
It was a long, stressful process, but it was a blessing. And I would say ODU played a big role in my recruiting process. And I would say
you had about 20, 25 offers?
29.
29, wow,
yes,
a lot, yeah. So you had a lot of places you could choose from. A couple more, let you run here. Tell me about, certainly for you this coming year at Maury, I know you guys got unfinished business on the mindset as far as getting that state championship ring. And how close do you think you guys are to that? Because it feels like you guys are a couple plays away and a couple of injuries away. If not happy, you might have won it last year.
Yes, sir. Right now, I think we got a good squad and we're trying to get it done. Sure. But we focus on day by day.
What are you working on in your game? Because you've already committed now. It's easy to kind of rest in your little saying, all right, I'm going to Duke, but I'm sure that's not how Coach McCain and everybody wants you to attack the process and want to go out with a bang, right? So
now what I work on is I pick the things out that I need to work on the most, like my flaws, and I work on those things.
How much, go back to Duke commitment before let's run, Zon Burden on the staff. I know Zon Burden, Coach Burden being on there, how much did he play a role in your recruitment? I know he recruits a lot of 7x7 guys. Well.
Yes, sir. Coach Zon played a big role. He committed me, he treated me well, and he always just showed love, so that was a big thing.
Lastly, what should people look for out of Da'Vontae Floyd's game that we haven't noticed before? Because it feels like now as a 4-year guy, both sides of the ball, you're just really confident and comfortable in your role and what you bring to the football field. What do you think we should watch out for this coming year from you?
Progress, that's all, and a dog.
All right, good deal.
Yes, sir.
And lastly here for the Commodores, big schedule coming up. How excited are you to have all these tough games?
This is what we want. This is what we look for.
Yeah.
The big games. We don't, you know.
Don't duck anybody. I got you. Yeah. Da'Vontae Floyd, thank you so much. Congrats on the commitment.
Thank you.